4 weeks ago, right here on the channel, the second ever Credit Card Madness tournament tipped off. This time, 16 of the world's greatest cards will compete to see who's the best. 15 of those cards were selected by you, the viewer at home. Their mission was simple: knock off the defending champion and #1 seed from 2021 American Express Platinum card. A task that proved to be difficult, but not impossible. On one side of the bracket, we've seen the younger brother American Express Gold card rise up and beat the defending champion from its own house in commanding fashion to earn a spot in the finals. On the other side of the bracket, we have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. The House of Diamond was looking to restore its dominance in the field after suffering humiliating early round exits in 2021. Putting on a fresh coat of paint in the offseason proved to be just enough to power the Chase Sapphire Preferred past the young gun and card of the year Capital One Venture X to earn the Sapphire Preferred the other seat in the finals. After the 4 weeks of play, out of the 16 total cards that entered, only these 2 cards remain. But that's one too many. Talk to him, Highlander. Ladies and gentlemen, the votes are in, ballots counted, and we're ready for these 2 rivals to square off to decide who's the top card. American Express Gold card, Chase Sapphire Preferred. For the final time this season, press the button and let's get to work. Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, you might have guessed it right. Today is Monday. Today is the final entry in the Credit Card Madness tournament where we crown a champion who we've been playing for about 4 to 5 weeks now. Of course, this is the channel's take on the March Madness tournament that you see in the NCAA. So, in today's typical fashion here, we will first talk about the winner and crown a champion. Then, of course, we will talk about my thoughts, how I voted, though I'm going to guess you can figure that one out. We will also talk about the tournament going forward, what worked, what didn't work, what we might want to change, and of course, a massive thank you to everyone who played along at home. So, if that sounds interesting to you, then press the subscribe button and let's get to work. Now, again, first things first, if you're new here, I'll link all the previous episodes down below so you can catch up if you want to. But for the past 4 to 5 weeks now, folks at home have been voting, on which cards are going to advance. That's how we decide. So we had a qualifying round where all those, 45 some odd cards. Everyone picked the 15 they wanted to come in, and of course, the platinum card winning last year was our defending champion as the 1 seed. And that's what we've been doing. You have the bracket on screen now to refresh yourself with how it went. So we're now at the championship round between the American Express Gold and the Sapphire Preferred. This channel doesn't waste any time building suspense, so let's get right to it. On one hand, we have the 2 seed, the Sapphire Preferred. On the other, again, the 5 seed was the American Express Gold card. So you guys voted. We had about 235 votes total when we closed everything down, and with 55.8% of the vote, the American Express Gold card is your new champion.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You have picked the gold card to crown as the 2022 Credit Card Madness champion. Now, it does upset the defending champion, but it does keep the championship trophy in the House of American Express at least. Now, overall, it probably no surprise to you guys how I personally voted. I did pick the Sapphire Preferred. I do believe the Sapphire Preferred, especially after that refresh, is probably the best entry-level sub-$100 travel card out there. But on the other side, that's really the main story, is that talking about the champion. I do believe in the American Express land, the gold card is easily their best card. I think the platinum steals a lot of shine. Better multipliers, much easier to use credit. So again, I have no problem with the way it went. I think the gold card is a more than worthy champion to carry on for the rest of the year until we get to next year, of course. Then we'll see what happens. So that's how you voted, and overall, again, I appreciate everyone who voted. You just watched, every day, every week for the last month. Now, I do want to talk about going forward, right? Because I do try to figure out, hey, what worked, what didn't work. So I think what we've changed here, this is the second version, so what we changed, we tried to make it more interactive. So you had a qualifying round where, again, folks got to vote for 15 cards to qualify. Again, I decided the platinum card would be the 1 seed, so it means something to have won. I think that worked well. We had like 45 cards in qualifying. People voted for the ones. They worked, and I think it did make it more interactive, and it got the cards people wanted to see. Now, one thing I think I messed up on was I had a write-in option, because I always leave out someone. I don't know all the cards, but the problem is there was really no chance that the write-in was going to make the tournament. I mean, honestly, you'd have to have so many people talking and coordinating that it kind of made the write-in irrelevant from the start, and some people really did write in like paragraphs on why their car should work, and I appreciate it and I can respect the passion. So I think next go around we keep the qualifying, and of course all of this you let me know down below. That's why we're talking about it. I'm assuming only the diehards of the channel will watch much past the winner being crowned, so you guys should have a say in how the tournament runs. So let me know down below. But I think qualifying worked well. I think we'll keep that. I think we'll keep the fact that the gold card will now be the defending champion in 1 seed. But I would say instead of voting for 15 cards, it'd be voting for 14, and then the 16th card would be the actual wild card. Some folks have suggested that in the comments. I think it's a good suggestion. Make the wild card count for something, and then there is like a super underdog people's champ. How will it do against the 1 seed gold card? I don't know, but I think it is a little way to make it even more, more participation out there. Now, the other thing, I'm not going to call it an issue or controversy or even complaints because I don't take it that way, but there is a level of concern that the farther you make it in the tournament, I'll put the bracket back on screen, is that the no annual fee cashback cards often don't have the firepower to make it to the finals. Last year we did see the Wells Fargo Propel. Freedom Flex this year was probably our best bet, and that one got knocked out in the Elite 8 by the Champion Gold card. So I will admit this doesn't bother me a ton, but I know it bothers probably the wrong word, but I know it doesn't sit super well with some folks who are, hey, strong cashback no annual fee cards. So the other idea is potentially to, instead of just doing any credit card, because I just want to do one tournament. I think you do multiples, it loses its touch. But you could just say next year, hey, we're going to do the tournament of cards will be all cashback cards, and then maybe the following year it's like the best hotel cards score off. You could potentially do that to help normalize it a little bit. I think that could be something. I'm just curious to let me know your thoughts on that. Personally, I'm fine with the way it's going now, and I would leave it the same. But again, if enough people feel strongly, I'm okay trying something else. But I am curious your thoughts. So those are the thoughts I have for going forward. Again, we only play once a year, though, because if we play more than once a year, I think it gets old, personally. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts. And again, the last part of this is just an honest, genuine thank you to everyone who watched, whether you watched and voted or just voted or watched, whichever one you did. When we started doing this, I didn't think anyone was really going to vote. I thought it'd be like me and 4 people playing. But you guys come out, you show out for it, and there's some people, this is more, for the core people, right? Because this is never going to be like your best video ever, but it's not supposed to be. This is for, us, the community, if you will. So, I know that people out there really get into it, and so that's why I try to put a lot of thought into it. It's not like, oh, just pat me on the back, it's my job, but, you should never care more than I care, so I just want you to know that I do care about the tournament for whatever that's worth to you, and I do think that helps people feel better about getting into it, knowing that I'm trying to put that much thought into it and work. So it's a fun, unique thing that we do once a year. So again, thank you very much. I appreciate the support as always, and the tournament will be back in some capacity next year. Obviously, we're going to make tweaks and get back in the lab. So again, let me know your thoughts down below. But anyways, guys, that's been it for the tournament this year. If you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting or want to see other content, again, consider subscribing to the channel. We're posting things just like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And of course, right back here every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. My question for you, as always, let me know what you thought about the 2022 tournament, what you thought about the Gold Card Champion, thoughts, feedback, complaints if you want, changes you think we should at least consider going forward. Again, obviously, I get the final say as commissioner, but I do read them and do take them into consideration, so I would love for you to drop them down below. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.